Hi and welcome. In this video I will go through the design I did on this rectangular plate. I know what you think. This looks really easy, and yes, it is really easy. You could just add a vent here and add an inlet there and a mold around it, boom, there you have it. But it wasn't so easy as it sounds, because this was supposed to be made in a material that doesn't do very well in the solution that we use to dissolve the parts. So this has to be made in a split mold, and I will show you how to do that now. So first of all, this part is supposed to end up as 3.2 millimeters, but I added 2 millimeters thickness to it, and I will show you why later on. But let's just start for now. Okay, so we are adding a gate and a vent. Now I want 2 of these because I know I have a frame that fits this. So what I did was I copied it, and then I moved it, turned it around, because I want the gatings here to go down and meet each other. It's very important that you have equal flow when you have 2 parts. I'll show you how it looks like. So the mold is beginning to take its shape. Now the gating here, and now it's basically just a lid with a gate, and we're ready. But yeah, let's see here. So fill it because it fits our frame like this, and now the top of the lid. So now we have 2 bodies up here. It's important that these 2 are not merged when you do it. Uncheck this. Okay, let me just show you. We have this here, nothing on it yet, and then we have this here, which we saw before. So we're adding the gate here that goes through the lid and down to the part itself. Maybe you can see it better like this. Now it goes all the way down, and it should fill up over here. So if you just went and shot it like this, it could probably work somehow, but you would have some crazy flashes everywhere, and things wouldn't sit probably unless you made it a complete tight fit, but that's really difficult to do. So what I want to make sure is that these 2 parts are clicked together and screwed together. So I'm actually making screw holes here. So holes throughout the part, and down here making room for nuts. This works really well, and you're sure that these parts won't go away from each other, because that's what you would normally see. You inject here, and then perhaps this upper part here will just move away because of the high pressure. So it's a really good idea to use screws and nuts if you have the opportunity to it. I know that sometimes there's not room for it in a mold, but yeah, if you can fit it, then do it. Okay, so now we're actually starting to work on the upper part of it. So as I said early on in the beginning, the rectangular plates are supposed to be 3.2, but I made them 5.2. That's because I want to use rectangular plates on this side of the mold as well to close it really tight together. So I made it 2 millimeters high, and then I offsetted this just a bit, a teeny bit, to make sure that it could click down to the part. If you make this exactly the same as the hole you wanna put it into, then it might be difficult. So make it 0.004, something like that, smaller offset, and then it should work really well. Okay, but let's remove this again. So the lid here. Yeah, what I did here was just these 2 here. Just embossed an A and a B just for my operators to know which part switch. Not really important. So that's pretty much all there is to it. And this now I'm just adding some minor details because I'm printing from this side. So make sure to add a chamfer to compensate for the burning layers. I've added that on both of them, as you see here. We have a vent down here which leads out. You can just see how it looks. So this part should be 3.2 millimeters thick when we get it out. It's very easy to compensate for it, just changing the depth of the part. Yeah, so a bit more challenging design than what you would think with this very easy looking part, but sometimes that's just how it is. Well, thank you for watching this video.